Hi YouTube, welcome back. And for those of you that are new here, my name is Ashley Diane. On Instagram, you can find me at Fit Bikini Beauty. I'm a 38-year-old mother of two, full-time teacher, and I am on a journey to the stage in 10 weeks with the Canadian Physique Alliance, competing in both bikini and wellness. Today is Sunday, September the 15th. It is 8 a.m. I'm already up. I had a shower. For today, I'm actually driving first 45 minutes to pick up my kids, then 2 hours to go to Waterloo as I'm meeting my mom, dad, sister, brother-in-law, nieces and nephews, and we're doing a family photo shoot. So it should be fun. My sister coordinated the whole thing because she loves family photos, and it's a bit of effort to coordinate our whole family to participate in photos. I actually have two other sisters, but they are unable to make it. One lives in Saskatchewan, so out of province. She has a good reason not to make it. And my other sister, it just didn't work with her schedule, but that's okay. So we are going to have some family photos, which should be really exciting. My daughter has a dress. My son has a kind of coordinating shirt, and I'm just going to wear some jeans and a white t-shirt. So I will post those pictures when I get them. Speaking of photo shoots, last week I did do my photo shoot in Kingston, and I did get back some of the edited photos, so I'll insert those as I'm chatting. I'm pretty happy with how they looked. He did a really good job with editing the sky and making it look like bringing the colors more to life for the sunset. And you would never guess that those photos were in Lake Ontario and not in the Caribbean. So the water was cold. It turned into a funny adventure by going to my Airbnb and blowing the breaker, but it's all good. And I'm glad I did those photos. Now I am in 10 weeks of prep. I'd like to try to maybe do a couple more photo shoots, but I don't want to spread myself thin. It's one of those catch-22s. Like, as I'm getting leaner, I really like how I look as I get leaner. I feel like it's my best physique for photos, but at the same time, my energy is so low. I have so much to do on my prep to-do list that adding a photo shoot is not my most exciting thing to do. Like, I know I'll love having the photos, but leading up to it, and especially the day of, I'm like, ugh, why did I agree to this? But nonetheless, hopefully there'll be a couple more just for fun. I don't really care to be published or whatever, but I just like having photos to look back on of my journey and where I've come. And yeah, they're just something for me. Anyways, the other thing, so today is Sunday. Yesterday was Saturday. I am at 148.6, I believe. So last week, my weight kind of stayed relatively the same. I did have a slight drop, but not significant. And yesterday was one of those mental struggle days. So when you coach yourself, it is hard because you're constantly second guessing yourself. Last year, coaching myself wasn't very hard because I didn't really have anything to compare to. As prior to last year, my competition before was over 2.5 years before, and I looked significantly different. Like, there was no comparison whatsoever. But this year, I keep comparing everything to last year's prep. I compare my weight to last year's prep. I compare the photos. Really a mind fuck, to be honest with you, because I think I'm not ready. And right now, so the scale is, I am 2.5 pounds heavier this year than I was last year at 10 weeks out. The difference though, 10 weeks out last year turned out actually to be 8 weeks out because I was ready earlier and I jumped into another show prior to mine. So that's one thing I have to keep in mind. Number two is I did get my boobs done. So there is some added weight with my boobs. I don't think 2.5 pounds, because 2.5 pounds is a bit, maybe a pound or so. I'm not too sure, but I think my body is different. Like, I really focused on my off season on my lower body, specifically hamstrings. So those potentially grew, but here's a comparison of last year and this year. Last year, I think maybe I leaned out too quickly and I did look small up top. Like, I looked skinny, I guess. Like I had muscle clearly. And at like 10 weeks out, I had a lot of definition already in my upper body. So I was pretty lean. I was starting to get veins. My core was crazy tight. Where this year, I feel like maybe I'm losing fat more evenly. Because again, last year, my lower body was still on the fluffier side. And you can actually see like I have more fat above my knees and in my legs where I feel like that's come down. So I don't know. I get in my head comparing the two. Another good thing. So I use my waist trainer. My waist trainer right now at 10 weeks out is at the tightest setting. And that's the waist trainer I wore like at the end of prep last year. So maybe my core is tighter. I did actually buy a smaller waist trainer. It's still in the package, but maybe this week I'll take it out. Yeah, of course it will be tight and uncomfortable, but kind of what the point is. And at 10 weeks out, I'm going to wear that baby out and like get it tighter and tighter. So, but yeah, so I have decided to change protocols a little bit this week as I want to drop weight more aggressively. So even if I'm at 148, I would say minimum 15 pounds to go. I think I have like between 15 to 20. I think stepping on stage at like 133 is okay. I don't want to drop 10 pounds. I'm not stepping on stage at 138. Like that's not going to be lean enough. And I really need to be conditioned. So I'm thinking, yeah, 15-ish pounds, 10 weeks. So dropping half a pound to a pound a week is not enough. So I need to be a little more aggressive. So I have reduced my oats this week. So they were at 40 grams. Now they're at 20. So that'll be an adjustment, but that's okay. And I am going to increase cardio a little bit this week. So right now I'm walking 5 days a week on an incline on my treadmill, half an hour, a little bit more usually, because I just try to hit 250 calories burnt on my Fitbit. So for this week, I'm going to try to hit 300 calories burnt. So a slight increase in cardio, and then the reducing my carbs 20 grams is actually 80 calories reduced. So between the two, hopefully it's enough to like nudge me a little quicker with progress. And if not, I'll just make more changes. So I don't want to be coasting in this prep, and I don't want to wait till the end and be worried that, hey, I didn't hit my goals. I have like a lot of catch up to do. So I just rather make the changes now. 10 weeks is enough time to like make those adjustments and to get better. So we shall see. But that's where we're at today with check-ins yesterday, how things are progressing, the plan going forward with dropping food, increasing cardio, and then today having photos with my family. So I will take you along a little for today and then the rest of my weeks. Hi YouTube, today is Monday, September the 16th. I am on my way home from the gym. The last clips you saw, I was icing my knee both last night and then today at work. So I don't know what happened, but Saturday morning I woke up and the back of my knee was really sore. I couldn't fully extend my leg. And then yesterday, so on Sunday when I had my family photo shoot, it was rather difficult to walk. And it got to the point that as I was trying to compensate for my knee that was sore, it was hurting my inner thigh, my hip, as my weight was not evenly distributed. So I don't know what I did, how I hurt myself. I am on prep, so as you get leaner, you are more susceptible to injuries. I know I'm pushing my body a lot with cardio, with training, with being in a caloric deficit. So it is inevitable that injuries may happen, and I decided to skip my training on Saturday, which would have been a lower body day. It would not have been a productive day, and the chance of me hurting myself further was probably pretty great. So I decided to take it as a loss. In all honesty, at this point in the game, I am not gaining muscle. I am just trying to cut fat. That's what prep is. So missing a day or so from the gym for a legitimate reason, like an injury, is okay. I stuck to my meal plan, which is by far way more important. I can make up for missing a couple days from the gym, especially as I have a decent amount of muscle. But I would not be able to overcome deviating from my meal plan for a couple of days. So at this point in the game, that is way more important. And yeah, I gave my body some rest. I woke up in the middle of the night to go to the washroom, and I felt a lot better in my knee. It's not 100%, but I think from icing it, putting the Rub A535, and just giving it a little bit of rest, I feel quite a bit better. I am going to take a rest from posing practice. I probably won't pose again until either Wednesday or Thursday. Just putting on the heels, and I think that could also cause more issues. And this is a marathon. It is not a sprint. I still have 10 weeks to go. I don't want to hurt myself further, but I just had a great training session. I didn't do anything heavy. In all honesty, I kind of went lighter but heavy reps. So for seated leg curls, I was doing 25 to 30 reps. It felt really good. I didn't do any squats. I really, other than the seated leg curls, I didn't do any knee bending whatsoever. It was all like hip extensions. So I did dumbbell Romanian deadlifts. I did cable pull throughs. I did hyper extensions, and then I did my abductor adductors, which my knees stay in a fixed position, and I'm just working on the outward inward motion for my inner outer thigh area. So I had a really good session. I think mentally I needed it because not feeling 100% my best with whatever injury I may be dealing with, I definitely need to get back to the gym, and I feel really good. I'm on my way home, eating my big meal of chicken and zucchini with some sweet potatoes. So yeah, I feel pretty good, and I'm not going to let this injury get the best of me. I don't think it's that significant because I don't remember a specific moment of, like, for example, training and then pulling something in the moment. So that's just part of the game. You gotta push through when the times are hard. It's only 67 days, which is not a lot, and my blinders are on. I am in for it. So I am feeling much better. Glad I took care of my knee. Once I'm home and my kids are in bed, I will be icing it again. I'll put some A535 before bed. I'll wear my knee brace tomorrow when I do my morning cardio. I am training upper tomorrow, so that will be okay. But, and I have physio tomorrow. So I see a pelvic floor therapist, as I have had children and lower abs are a weak point for me and for a lot of moms. So that's the main reason I've seen her. But it's just a coincidence that I have this appointment book, and she is a physiotherapist. So maybe she could also look at my knee and give me some ideas of what maybe was causing the issue and things I could do to kind of help. So that's where we are at, a little update. But I'm going to put the camera down, eat my meal, and I'll catch you on the next one.
I'm shining bright like a diamond in the night, living my best life, everything's alright. Got the world at my feet, feeling so comfy. I'm a pop princess, dancing to the beat. Heart racing, music's loud, I'm lost in the rhythm of the crowd. Nothing's gonna break me down. I'm the queen wearing the crown. I'm shining.
Hi YouTube, today is Wednesday, September the 18th. I am at home and I just got an exciting package from the Shoe Fairy. So I do have competition heels and nothing is wrong with them, but I was worried, what if on show day something happens and they break, and that would be a terrible situation. So I bought a new pair of the Olympias from the Shoe Fairy, which are very comfortable competition shoes. If ever you are in the market for shoes for a show, I got these ones. I believe they're called the Strappy ones. They're similar to a mule, except they have a second strap and don't have an ankle strap. So buying another pair of shoes, I didn't want to buy the exact same one that I had before. I just wanted to go for something a little more simple. So I just have these plain shoes, which hopefully I can wear either posing today or tomorrow, depending how I'm feeling. And I also got some new jewelry to show you. So I got a new bracelet. I have my other jewelry, but I thought, why not spruce it up? So this is a really pretty bracelet. I got a matching ring, or it appears to be matching. And then I got some new earrings. So again, nothing is wrong with my other jewelry, but the other thing too is with tan, the tan gets in the little crystals and all of that, and it's hard to properly clean it. So I thought I would get some new things. So that's where we're at. Kind of exciting. It is Wednesday, so I am off to karate for my kids. So we leave in about 20 minutes, and then after that, I will be training at the other gym. I'm feeling pretty good. I did go to the physiotherapist yesterday and I mentioned my knee. She said it looks to be all right and said I did everything the right way. I took rest when I needed it. I iced it. I braced it for training and cardio. So feeling much better. Not sure why I showed you that, but that's where we are at. So I will show you a little bit later of either karate training and maybe some posing if I am up to it. I have not put on heels in several days. Again, wanted to take it easy with my knee and I didn't want to overexert it. Of course, I still practice posing somewhat, but I didn't want to with heels. But either today or tomorrow, you shall see me rocking these new heels. Fingers crossed they fit and I like them. I'll catch you later. Hi YouTube, it is the next day. It is Thursday, September the 19th. I tried on my new heels yesterday, but they do not fit. I have wider feet and the plastic straps are not loose enough for my feet. However, there is a fix. So I have my hair dryer, and if I heat the plastic, it should expand enough to accommodate my foot and be the perfect fit. Then I'll be able to try these on later for posing practice. So I have my new heels on. I do like them. They'll take some adjustment because I don't have the ankle strap. And I feel like my feet look like fat because the skin is like folding up. So again, it just takes an adjustment. But I do like them and I feel like they'll be much easier for posing, just to quickly slip them in and out. So here's just a little quick posing. Look how loose my jean shorts are getting. Well, like significantly loose, which isn't a bad thing. Literally, it's just my butt that's holding these things up at the moment. So definitely glad that my hard work is showing. And yeah, I have these really, really baggy jean shorts. Good thing summer's over and I can put them away really soon. YouTube. It is Friday, September the 20th. Funny enough, I started this vlog in a towel and I'm ending it in a towel. So the last mini little clip, I just had a nice bath. So I had a whole work day. I dropped my kids off at their dad's. I trained my back, insert some killer back shots. And then I just had a really relaxing bath. So as I've touched on a couple times in this vlog and prior vlogs, my weight's kind of been staying still. I was looking back actually, and to be honest, I'd say for the last 3 weeks, it's stayed relatively the same, even though I'm getting leaner, and it's been pretty frustrating. So I reached out to Jack Justin, who had spoken to me earlier in prep, wanting to collaborate and coach me. As he's new into coaching, fully certified, and thought I would be good just for promotions. So he reached out to me, and at first I was hesitant, as I really do enjoy coaching myself, and I wasn't quite ready to give the reins to somebody else. Last year I had a friend help coach me. He's an IFBB pro, and he was just a second set of eyes. But we really tweaked no protocols. My body responded very easily, and I kept dropping, eating a good amount of calories. This prep hasn't been like that. This prep, especially since going back to school, has been challenging. My weight has stayed about the same. My calories have gotten lower than last prep. I am sticking to my plan to a T, other than I think it was like 6 weeks of my cut, but for quite a while now, I've been really good and really diligent. And so I reached out to Justin and I just said, yeah, I can't keep doing this on my own, and I give you complete control in the reins. The other thing too is that I've been really stressed. So my sleep's been affected, as I'm up at night constantly thinking, okay, like if the scale doesn't drop, well, what's my next step? What am I going to do? And it's not the best way to go about prep. Like, this is why coaches have coaches, and why all athletes really should have a coach, because prep is stressful. And when you're doing it on your own and you're constantly thinking like, oh my gosh, how am I going to change my meal plan? What am I going to do? What am I going to do? What am I going to do? You're in constant fight or flight mode, and your cortisols are high, and you're not going to drop fat. So I needed Justin. I really I've been giving this prep my all, but I need to give the reins and just trust somebody else. And at this point too, I did tell him what foods I don't want to eat. I don't like fish, seafood, or avocado. I told him what I currently am eating, and he's willing to work with those foods. I really don't want to eat white fish. I know a lot of competitors do. I just don't like fish. So he said he would honor that and not give it to me. However, at the same time, I've been so committed to this prep. At this point, I'll eat whatever he tells me to. I'll dip that white fish in mustard and, like, eat it if I have to. So that's where we are at. So I wrapped up 10 weeks. Tomorrow morning, I intend to sleep in after a great sleep, since I had my Epsom salt bath, and do check-in photos, check my weight, and send it to Justin, and then we'll go from there. He did tell me he thinks I'm under eating, and with how I'm looking, it appears being decently lean despite the scale. He wants to up my calories a bit, clean foods. No, I do not want any dirty cheat meals. I'm not sure exactly how, but he wants to kind of reverse me just a little and give me a metabolic spike, and then we shall see. So the thought of increasing calories when my weight's not dropping, a little bit terrifying, but I fully do trust Justin. He's a very knowledgeable man who's well educated on the subject of nutrition and bodybuilding. He's coached himself and looks phenomenal. It has a really growing team, so I fully trust him and given the reins over to him. So tomorrow I will be starting a new vlog, 9 weeks out, fully coached by Jack Justin and Team Bodies by Adonis. So I'm very excited for what's to come. Thank you for watching thus far, and please continue to follow along, like, and subscribe, and I'll catch you at 9 weeks out. Single digits!